Hello! It is a very windy last day of April here at Locust Lake State Park. I'm going to be visiting two spots today, Locust Lake and Tuscarora, since they're so close together. So before I get started hiking and maybe blowing away, I wanted to give you a little tale of these two areas. There's some rich history here. I'm not going to get into all of it, but just to give you a little background. So here's my story. Once upon a time, because I'm an English teacher, right? I got to tell a story. In the misty folded hills of Schuylkill County, there was a valley cradled between two ridges. This valley was once traveled by the Tuscarora people, and their name is who the park proudly carries today. They moved through these lands with grace and skill, leaving only footprints and legends behind. Its sister park, which is where I'm at now, is Locust Lake. And long before there were picnic tables and roasting marshmallows, it was home to the Lenape. They roamed the woodlands and valleys, hunting and gathering, and simply living in harmony with the rolling ridges of the mountains and the lush forests. Then came the age of coal, as it always does in Pennsylvania, right? A sooty, clanking, pickaxe swinging chapter that just echoed through the valleys of Pennsylvania. So beneath these future parks, anthracite coal was carved from the earth, powering cities far beyond these mountains. The hills rumbled with industry, and the land wore the scars of progress. Locust Creek, which snakes through the area, was once burdened with all of the heavy minerals that come from anthracite coal mining. So the poor fish were in some pretty polluted water. But nature has always bided her time. Patiently waiting, she slowly healed from the wounds inflicted upon her during the Coal Age. In the 1960s, the Commonwealth decided it was time to fix these areas and protect these lands. And Locust Lake State Park was created, followed by Tuscarora in the 1970s. And today it's a very tranquil escape. I mean, I'm like 2 minutes into my hike and it's just beautiful. And it's a place where the coal dust has long settled and nature has reclaimed. So again, I'm doing the lake loop today. Right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of the lake. I'm just gonna check, there's a few ways to go here. I'm just gonna check my all trails and make sure, I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. Yep. So I don't think this particular trail today is gonna be complicated. I'm just hoping that we get down closer to the lake again so it's a little more scenic. But anyway, I mentioned that this is gonna be a getting to know you kind of video. It's also another opportunity for me to learn how to use my tools. All right, let me get my phone back in my pocket. So, I'm new to the GoPro. I'm new to selfie sticks. There's chipmunks everywhere. I know if I get my phone out, they're just gonna, all right, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna have my camera at the ready here. It's that chipmunk too. It is what it is. At least I'm seeing them. So, let me get back at the right angle here because I can't see. There we go. So I'm going to kind of turn you this way so you can sort of see beyond me. Again, getting to know you video. So, there's another chipmunk. All right. Stinker. We'll get one eventually. I'm going to walk around the whole lake. I've got to be able to get one, right? I decided to start making YouTube videos. My students, between last year and this year, had gotten me thinking about it. I'm a middle school teacher. I teach 7th grade English, and I know people think I'm crazy, but oh my God, I love teaching middle school. And this year, like I love all my classes for different reasons, but I would have to say that this year is my best class ever. All right, sorry about that interruption. I didn't have my GoPro screwed on quite tight enough and it was wobbling. I am on a roll today. Truth be told, I really didn't feel great when I woke up this morning with allergies and stuff. So, but I decided we were going hiking anyway, because hiking always makes you feel better. Getting back to my reason for hiking here. Sorry, there's a cute little stream here that I'm trying to show you, and a little mini waterfall. Anyway, my students last year were really into my hiking photos, but when I have my computer attached to the smartboard, I have my background as like a slideshow of hiking photos I've taken. So the kids often ask, you know, where was that or what was that? And I do have a lot of outdoorsy students, which is really cool. Sometimes I'm sure they ask me because they're like, oh God, she's talking about nouns again. Let's distract her. And it works. I'm not gonna lie. It works. I'm happy to be distracted. I'm gonna take this little path down here. I very much enjoy my students, and those moments where we kind of go off task and just start talking like people, those are the best moments. And I think any teacher would tell you that. This one takes us down to the lake. We've got chipmunks and birds. I'm not even gonna bother turning the GoPro that way because I'm just gonna listen. They're scampering too fast. My goodness, this lake's really pretty. I love how it just goes like right up to the mountain. I'm probably gonna take a 3-mile hike and turn it into like forever. And oh, we've got a snake. I'm not sure if he's showing up or not. Hello there. I can see his head. So, I'm just gonna do a little scan. It is just so pretty here. I love how the water sparkles. It's just gorgeous. We're gonna come out of here and we're gonna go ahead and keep on walking. Missed opportunity with the water snake, but I have a feeling that there's gonna be way more water snakes when I travel down here. So he looks so cute too with his little head popping out. He was watching me. I'll be able to look when I get home and see how much I picked up on the GoPro. It's a little hard to see when the sun's beating down on you. So a chipmunk. You're so cute. Look at you. Oh my God, he's eating. Hello. Are you Alvin, Simon, or Theodore? Hi there. You're cute. Yes, oh, I'm sorry. Must have offended him. You know what? This looks like a path that goes along. All right, we're gonna not do what All Trail says, and we're gonna try this. It might work, it might not, you know. Hiking is always an adventure. Nice wooded area here. And we're coming down to another spot. So let's see. Maybe we can find another water snake. That would be cool. Nice bench there. Not quite ready to take a break though. I just got started. Waves gently rippling up here against the shore. I was admiring this huge fallen tree and didn't realize that there's a bridge under it. Really hope nobody was anywhere near that bridge when that tree gave way. This is a very peaceful spot. Very pretty. the most beautiful last day of April that you could absolutely hope for. We're gonna film some trees here because, you know, Amy loves trees. A little sketchy after seeing the other big fallen tree and with all the high winds we've had. If you live in Pennsylvania, you know what I'm talking about. Ooh, this bridge is mounty. So, I'm not sure which way I want to go here. We're gonna take a quick look at All Trail. All right, doesn't matter, it goes in a loop. So we're gonna go this way because it just feels right to go clockwise. The logical part of me. We'll get back a little bit here to the getting to know me part of this video. You know, I'm a teacher and I love my job and it's my favorite thing ever. I've only been doing it though for 8 years, 9 if you count the year that I student taught, and I worked some places like a para for a while, helping out with some of the special ed kiddos. I just saw a pileated woodpecker land up in a tree. One evaded me the other night, so maybe I'll get lucky and see this guy. He's a little further up the path though. They're a little sketchy. They usually take off when they see you coming. I've been in the workforce for a long time. I am 45 years old, and I actually I always wanted to teach, and you know, life happens, and I ended up not on that path, and I ended up, this is so pretty, I ended up at a window manufacturer, Winco Windows, for 17 years. I was the customer service manager for most of those years, and I got to do a lot of cool stuff while I was there. I worked with marketing, I worked with the sales force. They were a great group of guys, and the staff I had in customer service was amazing. I met a lot of contractors and customers throughout the years, and manufacturing's tough. There's a lot of stress and there's a lot of pressure. I don't think people give it enough credit. Like, they kind of scoff at it like it's a job that's less than, and I can tell you it's anything but. And those people out there making the windows, they're amazing at what they do. Toward the end of my time there, I worked on the new computer system full time, and my bosses, Mike and Barney, I had to tell them that I was going to school to be a teacher and I was following my dreams. And I thought that they were going to get mad and tell me to go pound sand, but they didn't. They were amazing. They supported me. They told me that they thought I would be great at it and took good care of me. That's kind of how I ended up in teaching. That's just where my heart was. And it's what I always wanted to do. And life took some different turns, but I feel like I really ended up where I belong. I can't imagine myself doing anything else, because the trail is not, it was easy to follow, and now it's not. I think that's the trail up there. It's not super clear. So I'll just have to check all trails periodically and make sure I'm not veering too far away. It goes in a big old loop. Hiking is always an adventure. You never know. But I don't think that I'm so far from civilization that I need to worry. Okay, I'm back. I had to put on All Trails and go through the woods to get back to the path. I was on the wrong side of the creek, little stream, so I had to figure out how to get over without getting my feet all wet, which I managed. And don't want to muddy these up yet. I just got a new pair of Merrells. They're like my favorite hiking shoe. I had a pair for 5 years. I went through a few insoles, and finally this year I was like, you know, it is time to replace them. And I'm glad I did, because these new ones are amazing. Oh wow, this is nice and rocky here. Hello, Pennsylvania. All right. We're gonna hope that this is the right way and that I'm not doing this for nothing. Not that it's bad, but yeah, it still looks like the path. We're just gonna go for it, because this goes in like a big loop through the woods, and then it'll come back out at that creek. And I don't know what I have the camera looking at right now, so I apologize. I'm busy looking at the rocks and make my way up this big hill here. Woo. Hair's blowing in my face. It's not quite as bad here in the woods. It's definitely a breezy day. Go figure. I'll flip you around a little bit. You can watch me struggle. I'm actually not struggling, but it is uphill, so, you know, I've got to breathe. But, oh, that's pretty. Not gonna watch me struggle. You're gonna look at trees with me. Oh, hello there, little chipmunk. They're really like everywhere here. They're so cute. Yeah, so somehow this is the path. So you get to watch me figure this out. So I'm not trying to be rude, but if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at all of this. So here we go. There's a lot of rubble here. Woo. The big tree is on the path, so you can't really walk on the path. Looks like many other people have done this though, because there's like another path. Whee! Okay. Oh look, we're right back on. No big deal. From where I was standing, it was hard to see that it cleared up like this though. It just looked like a disaster. I know it's hard to see, but I'm actually up pretty high. I might be near the top. I'm also a little like, ugh, because I have to go down the other side. Just hoping it's not steep. I actually don't mind going up, but sometimes going down's a little hard on the knees if it's steep and it's prolonged. And I was, oh no, I'm not near the top yet. I'm still going. Woohoo. I actually wasn't anticipating this. I'm standing up here on the mountain. I can see the lake. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, and I'll zoom in a little bit more. I am digging the zoom on the 16 Pro. Maybe I don't need to spend $1 million on a new camera. We'll see. All right, I wouldn't actually spend $1 million. I don't even have $1 million. But it's so pretty. All right, I think I'm heading back down now. I turned you off for a while while I kept going up. You didn't need to hear me breathing like that. I just startled some deer. A whole bunch of them just went running through the woods. I was a little hopeful. I was like, oh, bear? No. This trail, in case you liked what you saw and you want to do it, it kind of switchbacks its way up the mountainside here, which is kind of nice because it's not like complete steady elevation gain. It gives you like those little, a few seconds to catch your breath. And now this going down here, though, is actually kind of steep. There's enough rocks and roots to kind of brace your feet, but there's some parts here where it just kind of goes on down. And then I just want to show you, I don't think this view means much to a lot of people, but it's everything to me. That's where my peace is. It's my happy place. I've passed maples, birches, oak, and now I'm in a pine forest. And I can hear the creek and the pine forest. And I thought I'd put you back on here because I just feel like we're going to come upon something amazing here. Looks like a little waterfall, maybe? It does look like a little waterfall. Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to see if the path takes us that way. If not, we'll just do what I always do, make my own path. But it looks like we might be swinging by there. We'll get a good look at it. Waterfalls are pretty, even the tiny ones. Oh, this is weird. Oop. There we go. Oh, this looks really pretty. You totally did not see me almost just walk into a tree because I was too busy ogling the waterfall. All right, so we're going to go down there because we have to. We're going to get off the path. Whee! We're going to slide on some leaves. That was nothing compared to the slide I did down the hill. I didn't have you on for that, though. Oh, wow. Nature is just amazing and beautiful. Like, my God. I know it's something so simple. It's just so pretty. If I had actually brought my lunch with me, I would sit here and eat my lunch. It's so peaceful. I think there's another one up above here, so we're going to walk up here a little bit. Make sure I don't lose sight of the path I came down. Not that I'm that far, but there's another one up here. So I apologize, I'm looking at the ground right now, so I don't know what you're looking at. But there's another one. I'll just crouch down here and zoom in. We've got another little cascade up here. I'll take you to. Let's get over this log. There's a lot of stickers in here. And of course I wore leggings instead of jeans. I made a lot of bad decisions today, but not all of them are bad because they brought me here. It's just like a little slice of heaven. This part of the path, I've got my GoPro out again. My camera battery is getting a little low, and I have a charger, a portable charger for it, but I'm going to try to avoid pulling that out. So we're going to use the GoPro again. It's got a full battery because I barely used it. I also have 3 more batteries in my backpack because I don't want to smell. But this is hands down, like, this has been my favorite part of this hike so far. Give me a pine forest with a nice bubbling creek any day. Seriously, if I had not left my lunch in the car, I didn't really think that, I wasn't planning on taking a side trail. I should know myself better by now. And just bring all of my stuff with me at all times, because I'm kind of like, you ever see that meme where the girl's walking with the guy and she's like mad and he's like looking back behind him, checking something or someone else out? I'm a little bit like that with my hiking paths. Like the epitome of the road less traveled. I linger on, you know, what was on the path that I didn't take. I got hung up on that. It's so pretty. I need 2 things to make this moment even more perfect. A bear and my chicken Caesar wrap that's in the car, because my internal alarm clock that runs, it like lives and dies by the bell at school. It's telling me that it's on. Very broody through here. Rocky and broody. That's per usual. Looking for the woods there. I just love it. I'm definitely trying to figure out. Now, let me preface this with, and I've said it before in this video, I love my job. And I feel like it's my calling. And it's what I was meant to do. And it means a lot to me. However, if I could figure out how to get paid just to walk around and explore our beautiful planet, I think I'd do it in a heartbeat. And if you're watching this and you're not from Pennsylvania, Pennsylvanians will know what I mean, but like, we've got all 4 seasons here. And there's definitely something special about every single one of them. There's the beauty in the springtime right now, where everything's just starting to fill in all lush and green and gold. And then we've got the heat of summer. I actually love hiking when it's like 90 degrees out. I'm strange like that. But it doesn't bother me. I just load up on water and maybe some Gatorades just in case. Get those electrolytes. I actually hate Gatorade, but I'll drink it when I'm hiking if I need to. You can even see like up on the ridge where I came down from. But the summer's got its own special. You know, you've got the fireflies. You've got the cicadas whirring and tree frogs at night. Like, it's got its own special like mystery. You have the hot days where there's like literally steam rising up out of the ground. I'm gonna apologize again. I'm walking through a very rocky area, so if I swing you around the wrong way, I apologize. you know, the fall is always my favorite. Like most people, like I can't get enough of fall foliage. It's just beautiful. You know, watching nature get ready to take a nice long nap. It's like one last beautiful explosion of color before it rests, you know, and then comes back in the spring. But I love the autumn, and it is refreshing. I love the heat of summer as well, but it is refreshing when it cools off and there's like that little bit of chill in the air. The smell of wood smoke. I mean, it's just got its own magic. And oh wow, I didn't even notice that when I was walking. You know, and wintertime has its own special charm too. Nothing better than a silent snow hike. I don't hike as much in the winter. I hate being cold. But I do appreciate the beauty of winter. Alright, we've emerged from the woods and we are back out at the lake. So my stomach is saying, go back to the car, and my love of nature is saying, just walk the loop. I think we're gonna walk the loop.